So number 13 says find the midpoint of the segment. Finding the midpoint of a segment means you're finding essentially the middle of the segment, which can be found by finding the average of the x's and the average of the y's. So the formula that we're going to actually be using is going to be x1 plus x2 divided by 2, so there's the average of the x's, and then y1 plus y2 divided by 2, the average of the y's. So you take your two x's, so x is 1 and 4, so you add them together and divide them by 2. Comma, you do the same with the y's, 4 plus 6 for the y's, divided by 2. So 1 plus 4 is 5, 5 divided by 2 is 2.5, and 4 plus 6 is 10 divided by 2, 10 divided by 2 is 5, so that would be your midpoint. Number 14 says to partition the segment at a ratio of 1 to 2. So when you partition a segment, since the ratio is a 1 out of a total of 3 sections, 1 plus 2 is 3, times the difference of the x's. So you want to take your x2 minus your x1 here, and then you want to add that back to your x1, so plus the negative 2, or essentially minus 2. So clean that up, and that's going to be 1/3 times 10 minus negative 2 is 12 minus 2. So 1/3 of 12 is 4 minus 2 is 2. Then we do the same thing for the y's. So we're going to do a ratio of 1 to 2, which is really 1 part out of 3 parts, times the y, so y minus the y, so 6 minus 3, and then we add it back to the original y. So here we go, 1/3 times 6 minus 3 is 3, plus 3, so that would be 1/3 of 3, which is 1, plus 3 is 4. So we're looking at the point 2,4. For this segment. Now, on number 15, you need to be careful because you want to put these in order from the left point to the right point. So I'm going to rewrite this as -3, 2, because that's farther to the left than 12, 12. Now we're ready to find the segment at its partition point. You always want the leftmost segment first. So we're doing it in a ratio of 1 to 4. So 1 part out of a total of 5 parts, because 1 plus 4 is 5, times the difference of the x's. So we got x minus that -3, and then we're going to add it back to that x. And then we're going to do the same thing where we're going to clean it up. So that's 1/5 times 12 minus -3 be 12 plus 3, which is 15, minus 3, which is going to be 1/5 of 15 is 3. And then we have 3 minus 3, which is 0. Now we do it again for the y's. So we're going to do 1/5 of the difference of the y's. So the y here, 12, minus 2, added back to the original y, 2. So we've got 1/5 times 12 minus 2 is 10, plus 2. 1/5 of 10 is 2, and 2 plus 2 is 4. So we're looking at the ordered pair 0, 4 for this partition segment. Seriously? Where's mine?